Just before 5 p.m. on Monday, an oil tanker exploded at a lumber yard in Camp 8 in the Mennonite community of Shipyard. The vehicle belonging to M. Leyva and Sons Trucking Company was offloading crude oil to a stationary tank at Krung's lumber yard. During this transfer, oil escaped from the feeder hose to the pump, which caught fire.
Debía de descargar primero en otro lado.
He came and he had to unload first elsewhere. A truck came here and had the hose, which then had problems. Crude oil was leaking and it spilled over the gasoline, and that's when it caught on fire. He came out, and here he went out, and in a little while a lot of people came to help us. And we struggled to start the truck from there so that the truck would not burn. And it was until the end that someone arrived to remove the lock. So they took the truck out and took it onto the streets. And the balance here burned. It's 9,000 gallons, I think. Everything burned. Over the other truck, 3,000 inside. And they poured on the liquid on it because it was burning upstairs. And a frame came with it, and they put it there, and the fire was extinguished. My tank did not burst.
The fuel tank exploded a short while after, and over 9,000 gallons of crude oil spilled onto the property. The dark trail on the ground shows how the oil quickly spread, and with it, huge flames that could be seen from a distance. Several barrels of oil along its path exploded before the fire consumed the shed with over $150,000 worth of lumber and other equipment.
My lumber shed got burnt with all of the wood that was there, and those planks that you see there, that's a value of $150,000. The crude oil then leaked round to there, and then it circled towards the shed, and that's where all of it was burnt. Yes, they arrived, but it took about an hour and a half for them to arrive. And when they arrived, there was no one who knew how to operate the machine. They could not have helped me. They wanted to, but they couldn't. They brought me water, and the water is parked there, waiting to see if it will be ready. And with that, we managed to control the fire so that I don't lose everything I had.
Amir Leyva, the driver of the truck, was burnt in the process. Employees at the lumberyard were quick to render assistance, and he was rushed to the Northern Medical Plaza in Orange Walk for medical attention.
My grandchildren and my workers who were there working, they saw it. They ran to tell the driver because the driver was on the road. He wasn't here, but when the driver came, it was already too late. He closed the hose and he removed it, and the crude oil spread more, and from it, it caught on fire. The driver got burned on his leg.
Leyva received minor burns to his right foot and left arm, but his injuries were not life-threatening, so he was treated and discharged. Benjamin Crown tells the media that he received over $200,000 in damages.
I told the police that, and then that I will not get nothing, and he said, no, it was an accident, nothing more. So I said, no man, no, the insurance has to come here because I will not be satisfied. My business is insured here in Shipyard. They have come to check, and when I showed them where the fire originated, they didn't agree because it was not my fault. That was not my fire. It was because of a machine that they brought that they were not supposed to. It is prohibited to have a machine like that, to unload crude oil like that. Very dangerous.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.